Hello and welcome, fellow philosophers of mind. John McGowan here to give you the rundown on causal overdetermination. Let's get started with a brief review of causation. Causation is the idea that every physical event has a cause which necessitates it. There's differing opinions on the strictness of causality, i.e., is there true randomness, etc., but that's better left to a free will determinism class, which I highly recommend, by the way. Anyway, rather, we're going to focus on causation itself. The scientific idea of causal closure, that there's a closed set of causality determining every physical event, such as Jerry Garcia causing the amazing vocals from the Grateful Dead classic Ship of Fools, which you're hearing now, states that from vocal cords to psychedelics to microphones, every action is the sum of its physical parts, as complex as it may be. Causal overdetermination arises when a given event could arise from multiple sufficient causes. Now, this isn't saying that I could be making this film out of the goodness of my heart, or that I have to, or any other combination of reasons. The real issue we're discussing is Descartes' idea that mental can causally affect the physical. As we all know, Descartes' theory of substance dualism endorses the presence of the mental, a substance separate from the fabric of space and time. Science can give us an explanation of an event in strictly physical terms, but if such an event can also be described with appeal to the mental, then said event must be causally overdetermined. Descartes' defense of the mental draws on many aspects, but for the sake of time and specificity, let's concede most to him and focus on the entailment of overdetermination. According to the dualist, the creation of Ship of Fools involves an appeal to the mystical substance which is the mental. The dualist, in defense of interaction, argues that each cause must be sufficient in its own right. You may be asking yourself, is this not redundant? Or what's the dualist's suggested equation again? To which I'd respond with, check out Nicholas's great video on parsimony, and, oh god, you do not want to know. When I first believed you, now I cannot. Dualistic overdetermination suggests frequent and instantaneous coincidences. If both factors could do it alone, but they're both playing a causal role, well then they must miraculously coincide. But how does one explain this redundancy? If you recall from the separate objection made by Descartes' own disciple, the PIMP herself, better known as Princess Elizabeth of Bohemia, interaction already seems to conflict with dualism. Descartes' own physics don't justify the immaterial affecting the material, for crying out loud. When you combine her argument with the issue of overdetermination, substance dualism hardly has a leg to stand on when defending interaction. Dualists are then left to either deny interaction, or appeal to the, at least presently, inexplicable idea that interaction is just a brute fact. Pineal glands, anybody?